again, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you may have already noticed that I've made a kind of a big announcement. I mean, it is big for me at the end of the day, right? Like, it's my streaming arc. So that is what we are going to be focusing on for the large part today. I hope all of the questions have been satisfactorily answered in the video itself. If not, like, I can practically answer the questions that any one of you may have. But that being said, whatever you guys need or however you guys want me to move forward with this journey, I'm always listening out for like feedback. And let me actually try to like zoom in on the camera a little bit. I think I can. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna fiddle with it too much because the thing with the camera placements is if you mess it up once, then you kind of screw everyone over from having a good view. But what are the markets doing? I have a feeling that nobody actually wants to like talk about the markets anymore. It's just like something very silent. This used to happen a lot, by the way, back in 2022. There would be announcements going out, and markets would be nuking, and nobody would ever think about checking the price once before making an announcement because everybody just knew that markets would be just shit. And I low-key want to go back to that kind of time frame when you did not have to time your announcements according to what the market was doing. It's like almost every single day the market was trying to prove itself that it was not done with you the other day. Let me actually pull up the Bitcoin chart. So I have some bear market advice for you guys as well before we begin. Oh my Jesus fucking Christ. I've not actually opened up the chart on my phone since we broke 100K. So this is the first time I'm actually looking at the chart because I had just like everybody who was trying to showcase me like a chart, I was just like not looking at them at all, and I did not want to look at them at all. So yeah, that's the whole thing. If you look at this, yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. We are basically at the same levels where we were back in April. Jesus fucking Christ, man. I don't think we've ever gone this low after that. As you can see, it has just been like a continuous up only. I will not be surprised if we reclaim 100K once again just to like screw people up and then go back down again. I definitely see this as somewhat of a topping fashion. Like, see, I may be wrong. I'm not a trader, and frankly, if I knew that much about markets, I would not be here streaming to you guys. Okay, I don't think anybody knows about markets. I don't fucking think anybody knows anything about markets at this point of time. But tell me you don't see this as a pure market structure breakdown. Tell me that. Do you guys not see this? Am I the only one who's basically seeing this myself? It's pretty fucking obvious to me that this is going to this is not ending well for us. Okay. And one of the biggest things I've realized is that every single time you think the markets cannot get worse, they tend to actually do get worse. And we are at a position where if we go into a bear market, honestly, I'd be happy because we had our time and we also saw signals. I mean, Min X Dynasty, for all that I care, got himself a Ferrari. Like, what do you want? You had traders flexing their Lambos and Ferraris on top of you. You had Elizabeth Holmes joining CT. You had a lot of those topish signals. And I even said that, okay, this looks like a bit like the top. And market sentiment is so poor. I think I was seeing somewhere that Coinbase's sale of Monad is like not that much subscribed. Actually, let me have a look. Let me see if I can find it. Hmm. Does anybody have the link for it though? Uh, can I see it? Can I or can I not? Is it gonna ask me to log in? Jesus, man, why does Coinbase always ask you to log in? I don't want to log in. Just like show me how much, like what's happening. Okay, so I won't be logging in to Coinbase now, but you get the idea. I don't think it is like filled out completely, which is generally not a good sign because that shows that there is not enough demand. Or it can also be just like my friend's case who has sent money from his bank account to Coinbase but it has not yet arrived. I don't know how common is that, but probably it happens. Okay, probably it happens. Anyway, so this is basically what the markets are looking like. If this is your first bear market, oh man, I get to be a guru at this point, do I not? Anyway, if this is your first bear market, one thing to always remember is that it's going to be much quieter. It's going to be much easier to build. You're going to get feedback faster. The users that you will have a very high chance of sticking with you into the next bull market itself. The people who are willing to invest in your project right now are the kind of people you would want on your cap table. The chains that will support the most number of teams in the widest possible fashion are going to win. The narratives that you see currently dominating the market are not necessarily going to be the ones that make it to the next bull market. We had a lot of examples of really good projects being on really good narratives, but the narratives themselves fizzled out. So it was only natural for the projects to fall behind as well. It is essentially going to be one of the best moments of your life if you are a builder, because everything on the timeline will be quieter, narratives simply will last longer, and you will have very few people doing 1 to 1 million soul challenges. That's my take. So prepare yourself, be open to the idea of doing some sort of a Web 2 job or even a Web 3 job on the side to sustain yourself. I don't think there is any shame in that, but make sure that you build during this entire time. Whether it's your project, whether it's your personal brand, whether it's you just being like a KOL, or you just hunting deals for these new projects that are going to be coming up. Make sure you're always putting your work out in the open, because even if you are not the world's best authority to speak about a particular topic, you will attract the kind of people who would want to listen to you because of your personality and because of the unique flair that you have. You don't have to be the world's best at anything in order to build your own audience or in order to attract attention towards you when you're in a bear market. So, those are all of the benefits. And now that we are done with all of the quote unquote learnings, what I'm going to do is that we're finally going to move towards a lot of the projects that we had listed out. By the way, it's really funny. Like, you can almost know when somebody is working out. Uh, we've got Avax Jesus saying it's Joe over. It's just starting out. This is like a meme we used to say a lot. Like every time something bad would happen in the bear market, what we would say is, "Oh, it's just starting out." As in, like the bear market's just starting out. It's gonna get much worse, but it never got so worse. I think human mind is very resilient. We conditioned ourselves to think as if, "Oh my God, the world will go down," or like the "Oh my God, like we are so screwed. There's no way we're ever gonna come back from this." But that never happened, and Alhamdulillah, that never happened because we were always able to bounce back. There was always like some silver shining. Hyperliquid took birth in like the last bear market. I think there were a lot of protocols that did really well. Unibot was one of them, for example. GMX was one of them. If you were early to those, you still made money even in bear market. It's not like opportunities dry up. It's just that they become more concentrated. So you have to like hunt them down more specifically. But they become very obvious early on. It's not like there is like a huge basket of different protocols that are vying for your attention. There's just going to be a few of them, but you will know this protocol is going to pop off, or one of these four protocols is going to pop off. And then it's up to you. Do you want to equally allocate your resources amongst the four of them, or do you want to go big on one? And it's up to you. Like you decide. It's not this pump fun mania kind of a thing that happens where you've got like 20,000 different tokens that you can all invest in. It becomes obvious down the line. That's all I would say, or at least that's how I remember it. And maybe this bear market is different. I mean, for all that I care, we have changed, and the 4 year cycle no longer holds. That's what people claim even to this day, but we will see. There will be a time we will see all of it. Anyway, guys, I think now what we are going to do is that we're going to move towards the protocols that we had decided that we are going to review. I probably have yapped a little bit too much for my own liking at this point, so I'm just going to start sharing my screen and we will go from there. GM. I think retake guys have probably blessed me with a lot of viewers today. Let me actually go tip people. By the way, when I say I tip people, I think like on retake, like I can give away like funds and, money to people who are watching because I have like retake, which is like their native token. So I tip people there. So yeah, just a little alpha for you guys if you ever turn up to the stream via retake itself. Anyway, now what we're going to do is we're going to look at Sky. I'll just pronounce it Sky, man. Digital fashion, digital physical fashion for increasingly blurred worlds on chain. Is this a digital product? Is this a digital product? I mean they are tweeting. They tweeted on 12th November. What? Oh, okay. It's like an intro. What's happening in the intro? I feel like I'm an avatar all of a sudden. Eternal Nomad Free Mint. Worn on the head? This looks like an Arabic traditional dress. Solaris. Showcase your digital fashion, submit your work. The UI UX is decent though. Highlights. Is this like metaverse dress kind of a thing? There are people paying $43 for this? Bro, what? Okay, I will not judge, okay? I'm uncultured. Sorry guys. I'm uncultured. We are not gonna talk about it like this. But my whole point is, how are you going to sell this for $685? Jesus. I think the pricing would need to be audited a little bit here, to be very honest. And hey, look, like Ether Rocks, they went for a huge amount of money, okay? Like a huge amount of money back in the day. But again, that's the whole thing. Back in the day, not like necessarily right now, right? So this is a little bit difficult to sell off. Featured designers, okay. Sky on Apple Vision Pro, fashion through a new paradigm. Okay, okay. This is I'd probably put this like above a little bit if this is something you guys want to do. But I still do not understand what you guys do. Like digital fashion, I kind of understand it, but yeah, Eternal Alia Asad, Eternal Nomad. All major credit cards and debit cards accepted. Huh? What do you mean all major? What do you mean? Like, can I not buy with ETH or what? Okay, I'll let's try to enter in through Google. I swear, if this tells me that I cannot buy with ETH, like I would be very pissed off if I cannot buy with ETH. Victoria, I understand that it's a matter of taste, but still, like you have to understand, it's a lot of money, man. And I think like that's the thing. You have to probably sell it a little bit better. Pay with crypto. Thank God they have pay with crypto as an option, and it's gonna get minted on base. Obviously, that's good. Boom. Now I have an eternal nomad for myself. I love how like base or privy basically just like sponsor the gas fees. I think that's really really good. Successfully purchase your piece where order history. Okay. View your collection. Let me just view. Collect your exclusive free piece now. Claim free piece. What is my free piece? It's a Solaris, like this image. I mean, I can see it like it's like NFTs at the end of the day, but you would have to like do a lot of community building. So I think one of the reasons Milady is so successful is because they've succeeded at world building and community building with a great zeal. And you do not see that happening a lot. So just to like kind of give you guys some idea, Milady literally rose from the ashes in the beginning. Like there, when they first came onto the scene, there was a lot of rejection going on for them. It was not obviously very fruitful to have a PFP that was so out there, that was so random. But it persevered because I think the leadership team and the community team were leading from the front. So they were always like raiding and talking to each other from the front. Like I think they're super active not only in communities like Discord or Telegram, but also on social media platforms like Twitter. And they started this whole cult of Milady, 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 Milady. Everywhere you would go, you would just see them, and they would just crush your brain with the amount of content that they would produce. And I don't know how to best describe their style. I would say neo gothic ish. I don't even know if that's gothic. It's basically like futuristic. um I have no idea how to like describe their their I don't know how to describe their style. It's super expensive. super tasteful, super out there, kind of stuff that if you saw them on your profile, you would be very tempted to block them. Like, I'm just being honest. So that is what is required to make something like this work, where you want people to have like something which is a little bit more flagship, like a little bit more like you, like the flagship PFP collection of Sky or something, and then have like more and more people get that. I have a feeling that you guys are well connected because I see like a lot of designers on this space, which is good at the end of the day. Uh, but again, my question is that how are you planning to get them distribution? Because the only problem with most aggregator services or more marketplaces services is that you guys need to crack distribution. I don't know if you're focused more on crypto or web 2. It's up to you, of course, at the end of the day. But whatever you're going for, just make sure that you are cracking the distribution puzzle. And again, fashion is like a world I do not completely understand, and frankly, I don't think I'll ever understand it. I'm ignorant about it, and probably I just agree that I'm going to be ignorant about it. Yeah, I know it looks like a bit of a Kanye West design bellic, but it's but that's the thing. You're right. You're right. It is like Kanye West design. Why does Kanye West sell his designs? It's because he is Kanye West. It's not like Yeezys are like the world's most beautiful sneakers, right? It's just Kanye West, and that's the reason it sells. It's like the Apple Sling bag. It's selling not because the Sling bag is actually useful. It's selling because it's from Apple. I don't know if can somebody with an Apple Vision Pro test this out and tell me if this is even true. Like, can you like do this right now? That's what I would want to know. Like, is this like real or is this like just created? They have this on a video, but like videos can be edited very easily. So yeah. Okay, Alice Delahunt is the founder and CEO. Okay. Is she available on CT? Let me actually check. I think that's what they have to do if they want to grow within. Yeah, this is her profile. Okay. And she is not so active, to be honest, on Twitter. I would advise her to be more active. But look, she is ex CTO, CCO, whatever that means, of Ralph Lauren, and she has been like digital social brand marketing for Burberry, so she knows whatever she's doing. I'll just shut up. I don't understand shit about this world anyway. uh you are right, whatever you are doing. Okay, I can just tell you, like, from a crypto perspective, what more can be done. But yeah, that's all I would say, to be honest, at this point. Now what we're going to do is we're simply going to move forward, and we're going to go to Simpsocial, and it literally says, okay, this can be very very interesting. It says invest in streamers. That is a very good tagline. You see, this is the example of a very good tagline because it tells me exactly who this is for. It's for people who watch streamers. That's it, right? Now the problem is that they they do look a little bit July 21. I mean, why are you guys not active? My whole point, like, do you guys see this? Like, do you guys just see this? Am I the only one who's seeing this? Do you have any idea how easy it is to win if you just keep tweeting? It's insane how many projects are listed, but they don't do anything. They're not tweeting. Why are you not tweeting? You stopped tweeting 6 months ago, 5 months ago. All of your tweets are just retweets of people using your product. That too is, in some sense, okay ish to a certain extent. But I want to hear from you. I want to hear from the founder. Why are you not tweeting from your main project? Just use Typefully. Use the native scheduling of Twitter itself. Schedule a couple of tweets, make at least two a week, and you would be on your way to appearing more credible. If I ever come to this and if I'm not checking you guys out, do you know what I'm gonna think? I'm just gonna think, okay, this project is deserted. If I am not actively making an effort to check out different projects that are building on base, this is what I'm gonna think. This is what my audience is gonna think. All of us are gonna think the same exact thing. It's just please make an effort, tweet more. Thank you for your attention into this matter. Okay, now we come here. Earn while streaming. This is basically what I have. Okay, they have a decent chat right here. I think this is more of like a, if I'm not mistaken, this is more Twitch like this chat that is here for streamers. Stream on Sims, let your audience show the support for you and your content. Buy low, sell high. Access to live streams. Each key purchase to live stream price of the next key increases. I am just not a big fan of this if it functions the way I'm imagining it to work, because most people, most streamers have to offer a hit first. Like, we have to offer people something first in order for them to ever understand what we are built for. I cannot attract a lot of people to my streams if I do not show them the kind of content that I produce. Right? We all understand this. This is like basically a free hit, a free sample. So if you decide to gate it from the get go, which I hope you have not, I'm just guessing it on the basis of the copy that is there on your website. This is what it looks like, that it's gated from the get go. Then you are already hampering discoverability of a lot of streamers, which I think is already a very major problem, and pretty much everybody understands it at this point of time. Instant payouts and real-time earnings, good. 5% of the key price. Okay, it's pretty interesting that a lot of these projects have taken this approach of you earn 5% of the item sold, and this is basically just an item. You can call it key, you can call it NFT, you can call it whatever you want, but it's 5% of the item sold. And other platforms like Retake, for example, or Zora, they have gone down this route of okay, you build your own creator coin, and you are essentially not charging these people a subscription, but they can like be attracted to you on the basis of how much they are willing to invest in your creator coin. That is basically the idea right there. And let me actually see if I can get something right now. Keys value, but new good UI UX, that I have to say. Wallet, on ramp, crypto. Okay, this is good. Strong tipping culture. They have a tipping culture, and they're tipping same. Okay, so this is very similar to Retake, live streams, and green candles. Price of keys in room. This is like friend.tech plus X streaming kind of a thing. What, set the price for your live stream? Okay, you can basically set the price, install the app. Okay, they have an app, that is good. Progressive web app, install it in your home, get mobile alerts. Good, a good website. I appreciate it. I really appreciate that. Let's try to actually use them. Okay. Okay, Just Rogue is live. When were they live? They were live today at 4:36 a.m. That's good. Latest streaming rooms. I would want to see who is live right now, right here. I would probably not want to see a lot of other things here. I would want to see who is live right now, right now. What is this? Newest rooms. Okay. Some others. Nico Bellic is live. Grab a key, come watch it. Yo, is Nico, is this you? Nico from Retake? Or who? I think I think this is like one of my viewers, but okay. No worries. A sick, mad world. Yeah, I get the idea behind it. The only problem is that, um, to be honest, it's not all that. Let's see activity. Yeah, okay, okay. Listen to me. This cartoon right here. This cartoon looks low effort. Change this. Something about it looks a little bit off. That makes this entire website look a little bit down only. So don't do that. Uh, then what else do we have got? We've got rooms page. All the rooms you own will show up here. Watch streams, buy or sell access. Is it necessary for people to buy access? Can I not just like simply watch it? Okay. Continue with wallet. Thank you so much for giving me this option. Oh, GG, your site popularity on Rappi is pretty low, by the way. That means you need to have like more people join you guys with wallet in order to get that up, by the way. Uh, what else? What else we've got? New post. Can I do a new post? But no, what if I want to stream? How do I stream? I have no idea how do I stream here. Mm, what if I want to tip? What can I tip them in? I don't have this. How are you confirming the transaction for this? Send token? SIM? Yeah, of course. It's very weird. It did not check that I do not have simp. So how is it sending simp? And that's why Rabi is saying simulation failed, execution will be reverted. Yeah, of course it will be reverted. There is a flaw here. It first needs to check if I have simp in the first place. Are only whitelisted people allowed to stream? Like how does it work? Oh damn, this is ancient. We're coming back. Sorry guys. Um huh? Something about it does not make sense. Did I did I miss something? This is 19th of November, right? Yeah, it's very recent. This is 18th of November. Are I think they are suffering from like the same distribution problem at the end of the day. That's what's happening with them. Yep, most probably that is exactly what is happening with them. This is basically people joining in. I don't think there's like a need to showcase like how like what addresses have joined in. You can just like show names if you can, and like have people fill out their names. Although this does not dox the wallet address, but still okay, they have like some people joining in every couple of days. That's good. Arc Gaming, newest rooms. So are these people like live? No, they're not live. Simpbot. Okay. Yeah, I think there is something in the functioning of it that does not add up. Anybody should be allowed to stream, I believe, on your platform, which I think Retake does a fantastic job of, because anybody can come here and start streaming on Retake, but I don't think it's the case here. Or I am just not able to find it. I just couldn't get it to work. And it was very weird for me to like, see that it was not even checking whether or not I had Sims. Oh, who's playing Elden Ring, man? I want to play Elden Ring. I love playing Elden Ring. Is he still playing? No, he's not. But I love playing Elden Ring. Which level are you on? At this point, I honestly can become like a gaming guy who just plays Elden Ring and GTA 6, and I could like still make it, you know, because I really enjoy gaming. I mean, I've started enjoying gaming. I actually do not like gaming as such, but it's just that Elden Ring was such a game. Like, you guys don't understand, okay? Elden Ring, I'm gonna glaze on Elden Ring for a moment, okay? Well, Elden Ring is probably the only game that teaches you so much about life. I literally had like, if I'm not mistaken, let me see if I still have it. I had like a note section in my phone about what Elden Ring has taught me. Can you imagine that? Like the lessons that I've learned from Elden Ring, which is crazy, which is like as crazy as it gets. I think I've probably like deleted it or something. Let me just check once more. Uh, yeah, I probably don't have it anymore. Let me just see if I can you recover deleted notes in Apple? I don't think so, right? Or can you? Yeah, I don't think so, to be honest. Anyway, so basically, long story short is that Elden Ring taught me a lot of life lessons. One of them was, of course, that when you start out, nobody believes in you, right? Like you start off as like a lowly, witless, tarnished, of no renown. Like that's the exact term that the game uses to describe you. Then you have to like build yourself up slowly and steadily. And what happens as a result of you doing that is that you gather a lot of support of people along the way, but you don't actually need the support. And that's the crazy part. Elden Ring is a game that you can complete like in couple of in like less than an hour if you really try to like speed run it, which is crazy because you can then go on to defeat like the hardest of bosses if you just know the game enough, if you just practiced enough. It's a game of practice, patience, and dodging at the correct time, right? That's basically what Elden Ring is. But you can also play the game in different modes. You can be very aggressive. You can basically be somebody who enjoys the story, collects all the items. If you lose, you can basically come back to the boss after a couple of times of, just like leveling your character up and stuff. It's very similar to life in general, I believe. And I think everybody should just play Elden Ring at least once in your life. At least once, just, after dying like 100 times to the tree sentinel, you would really appreciate life way more. Anyway, guys, we are now going to be moving to our next project, which is going to be Stack. Invest in rising stars. Live was base with 8 million plus traded. Is this the same thing? Hold is the new flow. True holders is better. Bro, this project is already gone, isn't it? Once again, this project is already gone. Somebody is still buying or selling 5 days out. Hold is the new follow. Support friends and creators get in early, earned returns as they grow. This is basically like friend.tech X base app in some sense. Let's try to connect our Twitter and move forward with it. What is happening exactly? It just went off. Now I cannot do anything. Basis for creators. It looks very weird right now. I I'd probably enjoy like a single column of me scrolling through, by the way. How old is this? It's like 10 months old. Is this Jesse as in like Jesse Polak or who? It feels like it. It feels like this is Jesse. Because if it were, yeah, it is Jesse. Because if it were not Jesse, then yeah, then nobody would be buying it so much. Can people buy this now? Can people not? Ah, launched. You can buy Jesse here. And how do you buy Jesse? Buying as Adonis Cyril. Okay. Buy with ETH. Transfer from wallet. Can I not connect a wallet? Yeah, okay. I can. Thank God. Wait, why is it? s- It sent like $3 worth of it, but okay. Yeah, like, why did it send like $3 worth of it? That is what I'm trying to understand. Buy with ETH. Wait, if I'm buying something, why is it still asking my wallet? I just sent it there, right? I don't understand. Did I not just like send it there? That's very weird. Yeah. Okay, I probably got it now, which is great. What else do we have? I think they should update, no? Like right here. Insomnia, Yuli. Okay, so this is like a lot of people like posting. It's like Instagram almost in that regards, which I get it. I would just appreciate like a single feed instead of this being multi-feed. Man, I think this is like early time Zora featured today. Some person is just randomly featured here. Why am I not showing up here? Is another question I have because I literally just made the transaction. What the? How do I have this much ETH? I can't have this much ETH. Do I have this much ETH? Wait, hold up. Let me. What? This is just confusing. Yeah, I bought like 900 Jesse, but it just never showed up, which is weird. It should have definitely showed up. Hmm. So this is not updating properly. Market, wallet, wallet is not updated properly. Search, messages, notifications. How do I create a post? Set a price. Select a file. Uh, my wallet would have to do here. Say GM to my wallet. This is what I'm gonna say. Post created successfully. But what? But where did it go? How can I see my own profile? Bro, I swear to God, I just did it. And what is it? Did they just launch like my own content coin? Bro, they did not even tell me that they were launching my content coin. That's not good. You should always tell people that you're going to launch their content coin. Hmm. And my posts are not showing up for some reason. Okay, so this project I don't think is like working anymore. To be very fair, and nothing wrong in there. I think there are always going to be like a lot of projects that probably don't make it to like the other side. We understand, we respect that, but we gotta move forward nonetheless, I'd say. Anyway, indeed like a little bit sad that a lot of projects that you and I may not be aware of, they died when completing their dream of uh, you know of this content creator coin kind of a thing. And that's why I say creator coins really are the final challenge that base has. If they somehow crack this, I think David Phelps has written like a very good you know response as to like what they need and stuff. um Wait a second. Yeah. So David Phelps has written like a really long tweet about why building on base is the worst mistake that founders have committed accordingly to his discussions in DevConnect. I i read through that. I have a few reservations, and my my go-to response to that, okay, my go-to response to David's arguments is base will get better. That's what I believe, because I know 1 or 2 years ago you could not get in touch with somebody from base that easily. Now they are on Telegram. Now they're also far more responsive. They have country specific leads. A lot of these things have been improving simply because base listened and decided to loosen up a little bit. A lot of times they would simply say no to a lot of requests from projects because of regulatory environment. They did not have a lot of clarity. They did not have a lot of legal approvals. Now base has loosened up a little bit, and that is what is definitely helping them move forward. Are they going to make mistakes? Yes, like all change do. You cannot name me a single chain that has not made any kind of mistakes. Okay. And there were a lot of arguments in there about like not having a killer app, for example, not having a lot of support. I can probably make like a dedicated video on that in particular. And no hate to David, by the way. I think Joker Race and his contributions to crypto in general are quite outstanding. But i I may probably respond in his own comment section with due respect, of course, as it should be. Now, let me just check one thing because my phone keeps blowing up for some reason, and I have no idea why it keeps blowing up. Just give me 1 second, okay? Something very interesting. I'll tell you something very, very fucking interesting. Uh, you can actually, you could have just like DC it into Aster and still made money during like this market downturn, which is quite fucked up, according to me at least. Like, wow, there are still some people who made money even in this market environment. Anyway, own your stuff, creators of media token. This is still the content creator coin stuff, I believe. September 4. Okay, yeah. November 18th. What? Okay, okay. This guy's alive. This guy's alive. This guy's alive. Don't think about it. So like Cardano Summit. Suddenly I'm not so bullish anymore. But listen to me. At least this guy's alive. At least he's tweeting, and that's what matters at the end of the day. That's what we appreciate. Come on, let's go. Website can look definitely better. Website does not look as premium as it should. I think everybody in 2025 should aspire to have a good website for their project. I know I'm the guy with a shitty website of his own. I don't actually have a website. I just have a Notion page. Yes, hate me all you want for it. But the truth is, I'm just an individual. You're a project. You're the one who's supposed to raise money, get investor confidence, whatnot, change the world, cure cancer. So you should definitely have a decent looking website. Please invest in one. I cannot specify that enough. What is this? Linda music single. I, okay, Bill Shatner's world. Wow, how the world went apeshit. Okay, what happens if I click here? What is this exactly? Buy. You have an altcoin daily interview about the movie? What? So I can buy movies from here. Is this like Blockbuster or something? Like on-chain Blockbuster? Bro, at this point, the amount of sites I've signed up on is crazy. It's honestly crazy. How many videos would you like? How do I pay with my card? Oh, sorry. How do I pay with crypto? What? Why does it say pay with credit card? No, I don't want to pay with credit card. Cancel. This looks very weird. Okay. What else is there? Video, music. So I can create, I can buy all of this. CZ never fold. What? This is AI, right? This can't be his real stuff. Yeah, it is a song at the end of the day. ADA equivalent. Did you guys pivot to Cardano or what? Because I don't see you guys like talking about base anywhere. Metropolis, Carnival of Souls, Last Man on Earth. Oh, damn. That looks like something I would be interested in knowing. Yeah, see, it's literally just ADA. I think you guys pivoted to Cardano for some reason. Well, I'm here anyway, so I might, bro. Okay, my whole take is that this is all very, 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 very confusing. Like, you've given far too many options for the human brain of 2025, now 2026, which is heavily cooked. We don't want so much options at all. We just want something which is much, much simpler to understand, and even simpler to use. So, my take would be to get rid of like almost half of the website, make it simpler, probably invest a bit of funds into improving the way it looks. And on top of that, why are you in Cardano? Okay, I will not go in there. I will not go there. You probably have your reasons. I may be talking out of my ass on this one. We will just go to Surreal. Okay. Create, collect, enjoy all things on chain in one place. Okay. They have not been tweeting, not been tweeting, not been tweeting. That is never a good sign. Do you guys want to do like a prediction market of how many times do I open a website and it's just not taken care of at this point? I think there can be a proper prediction market of if Adonis opens the next website, what are the chances that it will work or not work? Bro, bro, I swear, I swear on whoever you want me to swear on. Okay? I did not know this before saying that prediction market thing. Okay? Nobody come up to me and say, okay, you bully projects that went out or something. No, I don't do that. I'm just saying, my God, it's very easy to lose, guys. It's very easy to lose. But the thing is, if you just remain long enough, if you remain long enough, soon enough, you'll be big enough. Damn. So just remain, just remain. That's all I'm asking. Just remain. But most of y'all don't want to remain, and it shows that you don't want to remain. Anyway, what I'll be doing now is that since we've crossed all of them, I want to see who the recent base batches members are, right? So let me see who all have been selected for the base batches because they've recently announced like the new people. Hmm. They've had their demo day and everything. Yeah, I think so. These are the projects. Let me just kind of showcase them, right? These are the ones who've made it. So Africa has Trust Scan. We've got something that is called Zora Terminal, Enroute app, Expandi, Minisend, Viral, Avalot, Blue Era, Travelment, Drawcoin, Rolling Burger, Quinty, ZK Proofport, Invalend, OXBT, Sinau, Leam, Coda, Cellar, No Loss Predict, Tetra, Nuvia, AdFi, Zero Ledger, Split Master, The Firm, Alfie, Outmind, Fireside, Adexus, Stars, Mortify, Blink Finance, Base Lingo, 402 Exchange, Adsterix, Pack Crypto, Habit Chain, Raptor, Yielder, SettleX, Krenel, Dam, Methodology, Keyless, Couch, and Kaslab. These are all of the ones who are going to be like, they were basically the builder track finalists from like 913 projects, which is crazy. And I think uh, Upshot actually won this one as well. So I would be looking at these like in particular very very soon, because I want to see like who made it to the finals, right? Like everybody who made it to the finals, I want to learn from them, I want to like check them out, and yeah, so on and so forth. Anyway, that's about it. And yeah, people keep doing the things that gave you joy. Just give me 1 second. Anyway, that's about it. I will really, really love you guys. And okay, hold up. This just came across my desk. Coinbase is working on prediction markets. This is very weird. Who leaked this? What? They're building their own? I think this is going to be like pretty crazy if this happens. But I think it's also going to be case of okay. I think most apps are now going to find themselves at like the cross juncture of okay, will Coinbase support us or will they make one of their own? And this is going to be like super big as a question going forward. Wow. It's kind of crazy. First look. First look, huh? Just like breaking news almost. And I just like scrolled past it, to be honest. Anyway, guys, I think that would be all for today. We will meet tomorrow with even more dApps. And I'm going to now start actively reaching out to the projects that I mentioned that, were in the base batches too, to see if there is any way that I can support them in their journey of becoming the base app. Anyway, guys, see you. Take care. Have a good one. Cheers.